Hello students, I hope you are all fine. So let me continue with my audio presentation. The chapter is Albert Einstein at School. So I am revising it as I already told you earlier in my tutorial audios. So now let me continue from page number 28. So in my previous tutorial audio, I told you that at the very end of my lecture that Albert Einstein already decided to move to a physician, and his main intention was to get a medical certificate, a fake medical certificate, so that he can produce it in front of his headmaster or head teacher and he can be released from going to school. So that was the part that I ended up discussing in my previous tutorial audio. Now let me continue from page number 28. The discussion is still continuing between Yuri and Albert Einstein. So let's see what happens. I can't imagine a doctor saying that, said Yuri. I must try, said Albert, to find a doctor who specializes in nerves. Actually, we know that a person who specializes in nerves is known as a neurologist, right? Now, Albert Einstein told Yuri that at least we can try. At least we can try, and my dear friend, you can search for a doctor for me who specializes in nerves. And please set up a routine medical checkup with him, so that I can go to him and so that I can get a medical certificate also from him side by side. There are plenty of them. That means there are plenty of doctors who specializes on nerves, according to Yuri. He hesitated for a moment and then added rather reluctantly. Reluctantly means unwilling. I will ask some of the students if they know one, if you like. Okay, fine. I will ask some of my senior students, I will ask some of my friends whether they know anyone and whether, let's see whether I can solve your problem regarding this. Will you? Oh, thank you, Yuri. Albert's eyes were shining, gleaming with pleasure. Yes, thank you so much, Yuri. Wait a moment, I haven't found one yet. So please wait a moment. Oh, but you will. I am sure, I am very optimistic. I know, Yuri, you will found one. And if I do, I don't know if he will be willing to help you. Now, if I find anyone, I am not sure whether he will be willing to help you. He will, declared Albert. I am going to have a real nervous breakdown to make it easier for him. He laughed merrily. Merrily means happily. Now Albert Einstein told Yuri, definitely he will understand my situation. Or how can I proceed then with this? And remember one thing, initially at the very beginning, Yuri was not interested in this particular offer that was being made by Albert Einstein. Now Albert Einstein told that definitely he will help me. You please search for a doctor. Otherwise, the next time when he will come and when you will visit me, you will find me that I am already a patient of nervous breakdown. I have never seen you looking less nervous, remarked Yuri. A day or two at school will soon put that right, Albert assured him. Now Albert told him that yes, I am not fine actually. So maybe a couple of days at school will surely affect me a lot, and surely I will have a nervous breakdown. Certainly he had lost his high spirits when Yuri saw him next, because Yuri visited him maybe after 2 or 3 days, or maybe after a week. When Yuri saw him, Yuri haven't seen him in high spirits. He was looking very depressed. See, it is written here, dear students. I am coming to that point right now only. See, certainly he had lost his high spirits when Yuri saw him next. I can't stand it any longer. Stand it means I can't bear it, my dear friend. It is too much for me. I can't stand it any longer, he said. I really shall have a nervous breakdown that will satisfy any doctor. Yes, definitely. I will have a nervous breakdown and it will satisfy any doctor. Keep it up then, said Yuri. I have found a doctor for you. My dear friend, don't lose hope. That is what Yuri told Albert Einstein. I have found a doctor for you. Albert Einstein, after listening to this, got very excited. You have Albert's face lit up. Oh, good. When can I see him? I have an appointment for you for tomorrow evening, Yuri said. Here's the address. Here is the address. I have an appointment with the doctor. You have an appointment with the doctor. I have fixed it. It is tomorrow's evening. He handed Albert a piece of paper. Maybe that doctor's address regarding his clinic's address is given in that paper, and that paper Yuri handed it to Albert Einstein. Dr. Ernst Weil, is he a specialist in nervous troubles? Are you sure he is a specialist? Not exactly, Yuri admitted. As a matter of fact, he only qualified as a doctor last week. You may even be his first patient. Not exactly a neurologist or a nerve specialist, but he is a qualified doctor. He qualified as a doctor last week, and probably you might be his first patient. You knew him as a student then. I have known Ernst for years. Yuri hesitated for a few moments. He is not a fool, he warned Albert. I knew him when he was in college. I knew him for a long time. And Albert, please don't make him a fool. Don't try to be oversmart. Be what you are. So that is what is written in the lines that I am about to read right now, dear students. You knew him as a student then. I have known Ernst for years. Yuri hesitated for a few moments. He is not a fool, he warned Albert. What do you mean? Don't try to pull the wool over his eyes. Very, very important line. Actually, don't try to pull the wool over his eyes means don't try to cheat or deceive him. He is very smart. Be frank with him. Frank, the other synonym of frank, my dear students, is candid. C-A-N-D-I-D. So let me continue. Be frank with him, but don't pretend. Pretend means act falsely. That is the meaning of the term pretend, my dear students. So I repeat this line once again. Be frank with him, but don't pretend you have got what you haven't. Not that you deceive anyone. Yuri added, you are the world's worst liar. So this is a very important statement Yuri made, that you are the world's worst liar. So don't try to pretend in front of him. Don't try to deceive him. Don't try to cheat him. Or to say in other words, don't try to pull wool over his eyes. Because, my dear friend, you are the world's worst liar. Albert spent the next day wondering. Wonder means to ponder. Wonder means to brood. Wonder means to think something very seriously. Wondering, pondering, brooding, thinking. These are the synonyms of wondering. Albert spent the next day wondering what to tell the doctor. When the time arrived for his appointment, he had worried over it so much that he really was quite nervous. Now when the exact time for the appointment came, he was very worried. To be said in other words, he was very, very nervous. So dear students, I stop here in this audio presentation. I hope you will listen to this audio presentation, and if there is any doubt, please do let me know. I will continue from the next page, that is page number 29 in my next audio presentation. Please listen to this audio and clarify your doubts if any. Thank you students. Thank you all.